Yeah, but
So
like,
otherwise it won't be
what
funny
is
if the game
protocol?
does crash. Yes. Okay, hello. I am Hekigan. This is, well, first of all, welcome to AGDQ. This is Mirror's Edge Inbounds. We're gonna get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Let's go. Hey, everybody. I'm Odjur. I'm one of the commentators today. I'm a glitchless specialist for this game. And right away, we're going to be seeing some speed tech that you're going to see all throughout the game. We call this the sidestep boost. It's when Heki turns to the side and then turns back 90 degrees forward. In this game, there's a bit of a ramp-up time to get to max speed while running. So looking perpendicular to where you're going, sidestepping, and then turning back puts you at max speed right away.
Hello, and I am Meteos Probably. I'm also a commentator. I run this game, Any Percent and Inbounds, here to explain the kick glitch, as you've just seen. It is a glitch that we utilize a lot throughout this run. After kicking off a wall, you get one frame of grounded state, which allows you to jump, side jump, or perform any movement as if Faith was on the ground. Also worth mentioning, I'll be donating $10 per death, whether it's intentional or not, so Heki, please just do your best.
I'm just gonna keep killing myself and rinse your bank account.
You know what you need to do.
No.
So another glitch, exploit, whatever you want to call it, that we're going to be seeing throughout the run is the wall boost. This is a pretty important piece of speed tech that gets you well above max running speed. You'll see Heki sort of rub against walls every now and again. When you jump on and off of walls really quickly, like he just did there, particularly while looking into the wall at a sharp angle, you get a large boost of speed and can go way above normal speed.
Yeah, so I'm intentionally slowing down here. So if I go too fast, I won't be able to grab this helicopter.
He nails it.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was prologue, the first chapter of the game already done. So there's 10 chapters in total, prologue in chapters 1 through 9. Also, there was training, a training section that Heki skipped very early on. You probably missed it if you weren't an astute viewer, because he skips it very fast, but it's just faster to skip it, so we do. Might as well.
Yeah, so I'm also going to be making use of something here called a use glitch, or slide glitch. We have multiple names for it. Basically, I have interact on scroll up, and what that will let me do is just spam use inputs while using another animation, mostly crouching or sliding, and the game won't play two animations at the same time, so it'll cancel out the other one.
Up here, there's some guards. He's going to masterfully jump right over their heads. They don't even know it hit them. And guards in this game, AI in general, they're a little bit RNG. We're actually choosing to play on easy difficulty because guards take longer to kill you. You can take more bullets. Also, an interesting quirk of the AI in this game is if you don't look at them, they have a reduced chance to shoot at you. So much like playing peekaboo in real life, we all know how that works. If you cover your eyes, people can't see you, and vice versa. It is an unquestionable fact of life that translates to this game.
Absolutely. Another thing you'll notice is there's actually no stealth mechanics in this game, so if you're wondering about that, sorry to disappoint you. There are no animations for gracefully opening doors in this game. It's quite wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no stealth, and you usually just avoid all of the enemies.
You know, just run from your problems.
Yeah.
Just like real life.
Wow, that's a little too real for me. So this section, you're going to see a lot of movement being chained together. Kick glitches into wall boosts with side steps interspersed. Some other speed tech that we'll talk about later. In this game, you can chain pretty much any two pieces of movement together, notably kick glitches and wall boosts, to get large amounts of speed and go very far distances. I think he might have hit a checkpoint there. Not too bad of a checkpoint.
No.
But yeah,
okay.
kick glitch into wall boost there. Side steps pretty much anytime you turn a corner or change direction, because you want to preserve your speed, and turning your camera in this game tends to kill all the speed that you've gained. So makes it this time. Some wall boosts will finish out the section.
Yeah, this game is all about keeping your momentum as much as possible, especially in Mirror's Edge, where you are rewarded pretty heavily for chaining it together and not losing it. We're going to take a quick elevator ride up here and approach a movement chain trick of sorts, as Odjur was just explaining. This one we call Pedestrian's Chain. And how it works is we're going to slow down as we approach a ledge coming up here. And we want to kill our speed as well as kill our height. Then we're going to do a kick glitch into a wall boost into another kick glitch. And this allows us to jump right over this plaza area and land in this little yellow area. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Get your claps in the chat for that one. Certainly not easy. But we land in a spot that the developers programmed you not to take fall damage.
Yeah, they just added a trigger like above the slide. You find them above most slides, I'm pretty sure. Oh, some lag there.
So another thing you'll notice interspersed throughout the run is bunny hopping. Mirror's Edge is not the only speed game with bunny hopping in it, but you don't preserve your speed through each bunny hop, but bunny hopping still is faster than max running speed. Max running speed is about 26 kilometers an hour, and jumping is 30, so anytime you don't have anything else to do, we're going to bunny hop.
Yeah, so taking a short butt by kick glitching over this gap. Don't know why I said short butt, I meant shortcut.
Stop thinking of butts, man.
Yeah, usually you just climb up onto a train track and zip line down, but
You can't
make
get
it over the gap easily.
And that was bucket skip. Beautiful skip that Heki just performed. Involved jumping onto a bucket, followed by jumping off of the bucket. Beautiful execution.
Mine is blowing right now. This is the canals area. We'll be chaining a lot of bunny hops as well as wall boosts together. It's worth noting that when performing wall boosts, the deeper you look into the wall, the bigger the boost. You can't look too deep though, otherwise it'll get you all turned around. It's kind of like making pasta, like you just want it to be al dente. Another thing to note is during this section, we'd normally go out of bounds, but since we're good boys, we're staying in bounds. And this is one of the first major route differences that you'll see if you're familiar with the Mirror's Edge run.
Yeah, unfortunately with this one you have to crawl through an extra vent, which we do a lot in this game.
Yeah, you do get to show off a lot of the
screens pretty
movement tech
much.
though.
Right here.
Just more video game to see.
Right here is this storm drain that you normally go through in the casual route. However, we're going to make a pretty major route difference from the normal casual route here. Normally, you're supposed to parkour around the sides of the storm drain and whatnot, but Heki, being the knowledgeable gamer he is, can just stand in this particular spot on the scaffolding, and we can watch the magic happen. Look at that.
Yeah, it keeps moving underneath me though, so I have to keep repositioning. Yeah, now I've pressed that button, I have to get to this gate kind of fast so I can grab a checkpoint before it despawns. And then I can quit to the menu and load back in. And that's what we call a hard checkpoint, where it just writes your progress to the save file and you can load it from the menu. We have other sorts of checkpoints, but they're usually just you respawn here until you go to the main menu and then you lose all of that progress.
Yeah, you're going to see right here, there's an object there that's highlighted in red. There's a number of objects in every environment here that are highlighted in red. That's a mechanic in the game called Runner's Vision, which is supposed to be like a guiding force to let you know where you're supposed to go, what objects you're supposed to use. And one of them it highlights is a springboard, which lets you get extra height when you use it. And some of them are intended by the developers of this game, but some of them are not intended, as you're going to see up here. And these, like this one, let you get up much higher than you normally be able to. Really, anytime there's a piece of low collision followed by a higher piece of collision sort of stacked on top of each other, you can get a springboard, and that is oftentimes very useful.
Yeah, this game just thinks it's a bunch of fun stairs that you can jump off of. Parkour. Coming up here, we're going to be ascending the storm drains that we just went down in an effort to juke the guards that were chasing us earlier. You're going to see another piece of movement tech here called the wall climb sidestep. And what that is where you start with a wall climb, but you can sidestep out of it. And then from there, you can chain it into a jump or a wall run. We often use this for getting increased height over a regular jump and being able to skip certain things. Like this here is another example where we're chaining a wall run into a wall climb and kind of skipping this whole puzzle area. You'll see that we skip the puzzle area quite a lot.
We can get like 2 or 3 donations here.
Sure thing. I have $25 from BBGN that says, Heki is blazing through inbound so fast, I'm surprised we even have time to read donations. So proud of you, Heki. I also have $10 from Sophie that says, hey, Heki, have all of the fun and good luck. Mushu has got your back. Good luck to everyone in this marathon. You're all great. Kind regards, Sophie.
Do one more.
I have $25 from Rainy J that says, starting off with Mirror's Edge. Heck yeah, let's go fast.
Get it like Hekigan.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
Heck yeah. How many deaths are we at? I forgot to count.
I think one.
One? Okay.
So this section here is a chase segment where we're chasing this man in front of us named Jackknife. Chase is a pretty notoriously difficult and technical section, also very unforgiving. There are no checkpoints, hard checkpoints or respawns during this entire area. So if you die, you go all the way back to that elevator that we started at. Also
No
worth
pressure.
noting that there's actually like update triggers for Jackknife in this section. So if you're not going fast enough, he will actually you will actually fail this section as if you died. And if you go too fast, he'll teleport in front of you. However, Heki, of course, does not have to worry about not being fast enough because he is very fast, which is why we call him Heki the Hedgehog, of course.
There's another reason, but we won't go into that.
No. Oh no. It's important. Yeah, it's definitely the blue hair. Another thing about the use inputs that Heki was explaining earlier is we can actually spam them on some interactables, and that will cause the interactable, such as an elevator lift or a door, to open quicker based on the amount of inputs that you give it. So you'll hear that throughout this run.
It's also worth noting that we don't like the idea of paying to be faster in your game, so we just allow people to use macros.
Yeah. Be a
I
hacker,
appreciate
man.
that. Right here, a hint climb. You just saw him sort of climb that wall and then do like a 180 and spin back around and climb the ledge. Hint climbs use the hint key, which was another key programmed by the developers to sort of give people a guiding, a little bit of help in case they get stuck on levels, shows them which direction to go. But we can abuse that if the hint direction we're trying to go to is right in front of us. We can climb walls higher than intended.
Yeah, it's very useful in a couple places. Right now, there's not really going to be much happening. Just going to be crawling through some vents and going through a section, shooting stuff, so we can get like 4 or 5 donations.
All right, I have plenty coming in. I have $5 from Rolo Runner that says, good luck, Heki. Don't forget to pet Scruffy.
I'll do it.
There's
feed him.
$5.73 from Curious Keel that says, Mirror's Edge was one of my favorite games when it was released. Hecking unique for its time. Thanks, Hekigan, for running this.
More hack puns, please.
Yeah, the puns have started. I have $10 from ECS that says, longtime watcher, first-time donator, greetings from the UK. Love all the runs. Keep up the good work. Let's go gaming.
That's good.
Yeah. Upcoming here, we have an elevator that we affectionately refer to as Honkavator.
Honk honk.
If your honks in the chat.
It's very loud. I apologize.
So we're coming up on 3C here. Another very technical section. This section also has no real checkpoints that you hit during the speedrun route, so you die, you go back to the start of it. Another little piece of speed tech you're going to be seeing that was also developer intended is ledge snapping, where he's going to do a wall climb sidestep after a kick glitch up here and snap onto the ledge rather than... Oh,
Save it. Nope.
well, you'll see it eventually. Don't worry about that. Let's see, what were we saying? You die and go back to the beginning
Yeah,
of the
this
section?
is
I
the
think?
hard part. We were focused on your negativity.
Oof.
Yeah, that's your fault.
What I meant to say was Heki will not fail this section, and the triggers and respawn points are not important.
That's right.
I'm gonna go a bit safer.
Really? Because that
Beautiful.
seems like the riskier route.
You get to keep more speed on the box.
You know, that's another $10 though.
Oh, you're right. I need Bree to keep track of this.
So right here, there's a ledge snap right there where he did a wall climb sidestep onto the top of the wall there. Here's another one. That's sort of the physics engine being kind to you, and in case you don't quite make the ledge, it sort of snaps you up to it so you don't fall down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hence ledge snap.
So we're gonna quit to the menu again. And when we load back in, we'll be further in the level. We can just hold forwards in the white screen to get a bunch of speed.
Yeah, and upcoming here, we have one of the hardest strategies or tricks to nail in the game. We refer to it as cranes because we'll be skipping climbing over those cranes that you can see in the background over there. They're highlighted in that deep bold red. We enter reaction time and get a very precisely timed and angled kick glitch to cross a massive gap at the end of the level. So get your pause champs ready. Ooh,
That looks
it's
quite
looking
good.
good.
Easy.
That's he
Easy
got it.
every time, he
Oh, that's
says.
amazing.
Oh
Wow.
my.
In a marathon, nonetheless, normally you reset the level over and over until you get that, more or less.
Man, it's pogging off.
It's really hard to
Explain
overstate how
reaction
hard
time.
that is.
Hey,
It's a
can
big
you get
run
message to
killer.
Miller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See him again.
So just like that, he finishes chapter 3, and we're on to what comes after 3. Rope burn, of course.
We learned this.
Yes.
For
1, 2, 3, rope burn. So
burn,
right
yeah.
here, he did 2 wall climb side steps to get on top of that door frame. Gets to this higher up section of the level.
Yeah, and here you can see that we just did a roll off the very ledge of the roof. Pretty much the roll animation gives us a frame of grounded state, just like kicking off of the wall, as I explained earlier, does. We use that to kill our falling momentum, so we don't have to do a roll or a fall of any sort. Like, we just skip the animation. Saves that much more time.
There's another
there's
hit
another
climb.
hand climb right there.
Yeah, let's see.
I need to disable some steam, so I'm gonna climb up here and quickly use glitch's valve. And then I'm gonna crouch into this ladder, and it will let me clip inside and climb the wall behind it.
Beautiful. Get ready, guys. There's a jump scare coming
Yeah.
up, so get ready.
Cover your eyes.
Yeah, we can also get a couple of donations here too.
Alrighty, I have $25 from Z-Trike that says, Heki is an amazing runner. Awesome to see him opening up this year's AGDQ. Thank you guys for everything you do every year, and good luck to Heki and his run, even though he clearly doesn't need it.
Ooh.
I also have $40 from Octopus. Says, hey Heki, good luck fam. You already know the entire community has your back. You're a legend.
He is a legend.
Appreciate that.
Absolute legend.
So right up here is a section where you're supposed to tussle with some guards, I guess, but you can actually just run right into this elevator. And Heki hits a button as he climbs up the elevator with the use glitch that we've used many times. And here's a piece of speed tech, a sort of minor one, but you can avoid hard landing animations by doing this kick without any forward momentum. We call this neutral kicking. He does it twice here, and that lets you fall pretty far without having to roll or take a hard landing.
Yeah, another one of the quirks about the engine in this game is we can clear barbed wire just like that. If you coil onto barbed wire, you'll actually gain a few frames of invincibility, and you won't get hurt by it. Pretty cool.
Yeah. So now I'm waiting for this gate to close. And then I'm gonna pass through a loading trigger, which spawns a train, which starts a cycle. That was a really good one, it came in late. Don't know if I get 2 good wall boosts.
Beautiful.
And then another one here. I should be able to just barely squeeze past that train by boosting along this wall.
Get them al dente wall boosts.
Yeah, we call this Blue Wall because it was made by a company named Blue.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow, that was really close.
Yeah.
No biggie. This part, or this section here, we refer to as janitor's closet. This is where we'll be feeding Scruffy, and also this starts the second cycle of the train. Wow, that was rude.
I fed him.
Oh, yes, of course. I also feed my pets that way, just less aggressively.
I did it the other way.
Nobody called anybody about that. We're going to get through this section. Ooh, looks like we had an early train cycle. But the hope for going through really early. But the hope for going through janitor's closet as quick as possible is to skip that cycle. And we call it 2 trains when you get the blue wall as well as the,
Oops.
I don't even know what to call that second train. Second train, we call it.
Yep. Train number 2.
Train 2.
Speaking of
Electric
trains,
Boogaloo.
I'm gonna ride one for about 50 seconds here, so more donations.
That's perfect because I have a donation about a train.
Ooh.
I have $25 from Sasky that says, "Hi, Hecky. Hello, train."
Wow, the timing.
The hype
I also
train or
have-
this train?
Both. I also have some big donations. I have $500 from Major Undead. No comment on that one, but thank you. And $1,000 from Sarah Pekkanen. No comment as well, but thank you.
Very generous.
Holy moly.
You have time for a
So-
couple more?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. $25 from Jess that says, "So psyched. Good luck to all the runners." And $156 from Anonymous that says, "Finally managed to catch this live. Here, have $1 for each run listed on the schedule."
Nice.
Coming up at the end of this level, we're going to situate ourselves on the right side of the train, just so we collide with this collision that the train also just goes through. Saves a little bit of time. It's a cute little thing, isn't it? Chapter 5, already about halfway through the run. Time flies when you're having fun. We're going to fall into a death trigger, or, well, just dying in general is a death trigger, I guess, but we're going to fall into this area that will just respawn us at the bottom, so we don't have to traverse any of those pesky poles.
Yeah, up here's some more guards. Normally this section is supposed to be guarded by them, and they're supposed to kill you if you go in this area, but if you jump into a trigger, back out of it, and then back through it again, for whatever reason it only triggers once, so you can actually just run across the streets there and avoid having to go up on the train overpass.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I'm
look
gonna
both ways.
intentionally go slow here. So if I go too fast, I'm gonna hit 2 triggers at the same time. And then one of them is gonna get cancelled out and not spawn an elevator that I really need. This one right here.
Yeah, we need those to go up and down.
Also,
Sometimes.
if you're watching this thinking it's going very well, it really is, because I'm plus 5 seconds on my PB.
No, this is a fantastic run. This is really amazing, actually.
On your PB, you mean the world record?
Yes.
No pressure, but it'd be pretty hype if you got a world record for GDQ. Anyways, coming up here, we're going to get another precise kick glitch to cross that large gap, skip about 20 seconds of puzzle area, and then we're going to skip a trigger for spawning the guards. Usually there's guards here on this roof, and they make your life really difficult by shooting you, as they do. But it looks like Hecky has traversed this area with little to no issue.
Yeah. A lot of this game is just skipping
places
guards.
It's one of the places I was worried about the most.
So you'll notice in that elevator shaft there, he sort of climbed the sides of the elevator rather than climbing up poles. Also here, did a wall climb sidestep to avoid climbing the bottom of the pole. Pretty much do everything we can in this run to avoid climbing poles, climbing ladders, going through vents, all those animations that are sort of set in their speed and can't be sped up in any way. So he does just about everything he can and nails it.
Absolutely beautiful.
Should we try New Eden Chain?
Yes, we should.
course.
Coming up here, we'll be utilizing the springboard animation to suck us through these guards and kind of avoid them. And now we're going to be setting up for a very precise, very difficult chain of kick glitches, which it looks
wow.
like, oh my god,
So close.
boys popping off. That was mostly successful, so that was
Yeah, that
get
definitely
some
still saved
claps.
time.
That was great, yeah, pretty awesome. And utilize another hidden springboard right there, just so we could get a little bit of a cheeky wall boost and skip climbing over 2 of those fences. And coming up here as we approach this elevator, we're going to descend towards the mall section of this area. I think this is one of the longer chapters of the game, but I'm going to explain Beamer to you, all right? There's a keybind in this game that will perform a quick turn. It's usually on Q. If you press it on the same time when you collide with a part of the wall that's jutting out, you'll see it coming up soon. It will result in a huge boost of speed off of that wall, and it's going to allow us to skip a majority of this mall section. It saves so much time that it's actually worth attempting multiple times. And so what I'd like to see from the chat is maybe some predictions. I'm going to be going for just one attempt. I have a lot of faith in my boy Heki here.
I'm also going to try a pseudo random trick one time. Didn't work. It's fine.
Ooh, 1, 2,
I'm shaking.
3. You know what they say, 4 times a charm. 4. Okay, you made me
says that?
look like an idiot.
Did you say that? I hope not.
Go later. Keep turn later.
Help. There we go.
There it is!
Believe it or not, that actually still saved a decent amount of time over the casual route.
Yeah, it's a big skip.
First try, every try.
Yeah. Ooh, big slide. Look at that.
That was beautiful.
I don't think I've ever seen a slide that big. Amazing.
I mean, I have it. My backyard, slip and slide.
Don't need to show off, okay?
Rich man.
Oh, he's going Super Saiyan.
Get some power-ups in the chat. I don't know.
All right, he got really charged up from that. I think he's going extra fast now.
I'm invigorated.
So yeah, that's the end of chapter 5. We're at the top of the mall section now. Just gonna go through another vent here, and oh, really nice vent enters there too. Man, you're doing good in these vents.
Dude, stop going so fast, please.
I like vents.
You're making it hard to keep up.
Yeah, I would say this run is pretty in vents. I don't know. Never
Pretty
mind, just ignore
inventive.
me.
Please prioritize the runs that have
Alright,
puns in
so
them.
fun fact, these zip lines, the sound for these is someone rubbing a flip-flop across the floor really fast. So think of that every time I'm on one.
Yeah,
But
it's
right now
actually
I need
Heki's
to-
mom.
Need to grab this pole, which has also got a loading trigger on it, and it's going to load the door you see to my left and everything after it. If I don't grab that, then there's no way I can proceed really without going out of bounds. Even though there
Yeah.
is a checkpoint on the other side of this door, I would be out of bounds grabbing it.
So run would be invalidated.
Yep.
We're gonna see a fast use glitch there to open that door all speedy like. Coming up in this chapter, we're gonna be seeing a yellow room with some steam in it. I don't mean to jinx anything, but it is one of many rooms in this chapter that can actually crash your game. So hopefully
Again
we
with the
don't see
negativity.
that. I know, I'm sorry. I gotta mention it, okay?
Yeah.
You gotta get it out in the open.
Yeah. So this area, we're going to be pressing a button through a wall because we're physics majors, and that's how that works. And yeah, it skips actually another huge puzzle section where you have to climb up and get caught in some shipping boxes or something. I don't know. I don't play that part of the game, so can't really explain it to you. But we're gonna
just a
skip
little
another
maze.
puzzle section. Yeah. And use a neutral kick to break our fall, and then we're going to clip through this lift. And this little hallway section is just a bunch of wall boosts. Lots of wall boosts. But it's also streaming part of the level at the same time, so it's kind of difficult because you can lag a little bit through here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a very laggy hallway.
So throughout this game, we've seen many cops chasing us, but here the game introduces us to a new set of cops called Pursuit Cops, and they are basically ninjas with tasers. So really up to this point, we haven't explained the story at all. Very briefly, you are a runner named Faith who more or less runs from point A to point B very quickly, delivering information, the objects of value, presumably, stuff in bags. because the city is oppressive and is trying to censor people and keep people down and whatnot.
Down with the man.
Also, your sister was implicated in a murder, was framed for it. So that's also part of the story. You're trying to free her.
Yeah, you're her family, so you have to believe she's innocent.
Yeah, also the same people who made Battlefield made this game, and Rihanna Pratchett, Terry Pratchett's daughter, wrote the story for this. So that's pretty awesome.
Fun chat.
What a flex.
There's not really much else going on for the rest of this level, so we can get like 3 donations.
Don't forget third person.
Yep.
All right, I have $100 from Anonymous that just says, parkour! Is that good?
That was
Yeah,
great.
that was
All
good.
right, cool.
Perfect.
Yeah. I have $25 from Mediocre Merc that says, here's for a great cause and a fun way to spend a Sunday.
Maybe not time for 3 actually.
Oh, that's 3.
That's $10.
My money.
So I'm gonna be kicking at the very end of my jump right there. It lets me fall a little bit further without dying. Just a little animation quirk as well. But I'm also going to be skipping half of this truck ride by pressing the slowdown key at a very specific time when he says fight. We don't really know why it happens. I do it now, and something to do with scripting. There's like 2 pieces of dialogue, and you kind of overlap them by pressing it. You'll
Yeah,
see
some
a checkpoint
programmers
in
can
the bottom.
explain that.
You see a checkpoint in the bottom left, and the door will just open early.
Yep, so after this checkpoint, he's going to do a wall climb sidestep and grab onto this ledge, do another wall climb, or do wall climb sidestep afterwards, and that actually hits a checkpoint, so he's going to intentionally get killed by this guard, and that will spawn him further in this level.
Yeah, one of those soft checkpoints that was mentioned earlier. Another thing that's pretty nifty about the use glitch is throughout the course of the boat level, nice speed, dude. Throughout the course of the boat level, there are all of these very pesky valve turning doors, and they're such a pain to deal with. It takes about 8 seconds each to open them, but skipping that, I think cumulatively will save over a minute. Odjur has the exact numbers. Please don't.
Yeah, 1 minute 52 seconds and 32 extra frames on top of that.
Yeah, thank
It
you for that.
saves you having to look at the wrong animation because they were animated to turn the wrong way.
Yeah, you should do it once actually. Make everybody suffer through it. Show them what we're actually skipping.
I'll do this one. Let's
Yeah, do this one.
let's turn this door on.
Turn it on.
This physically hurts.
Do you skip that every time you do one?
I mean, I play glitchless normally, so I have to get all
Sorry
of
for
them.
your loss.
Lots of
So
time.
this section here, we're going to traverse through this little area there where we're supposed to be getting shot at by all these guards and explosions, and it's Michael Bay epic. But we skip all that and beat up this masked person whom we don't know who it is. This is actually a bit of a twist.
It's
Yeah,
actually
so-
faith.
There's a potential soft lock here, so I'm going to be kind of careful. I'm going to stand here and wait for her to disappear. And then I'm going to go. If I open that door too early, it's just going to get stuck. And then I'm stuck there forever. Until I
Forever.
go to the menu.
The rest of the marathon, actually.
Yeah. Just no other games come. We can get a bunch of donations here.
Yeah, a few donations.
Oh, I have a lot. I have $5 from Odjur Fan 3 that says, what boat?
I didn't know I had a fan, let alone two
Apparently,
others.
well, it's your third.
I'm your biggest fan.
I have $20 from Zerad that says, a small donation to bring back an older meme. I write a haiku.
Ooh.
They've
Beautiful.
started.
Love the poetry. At the end of this level, since we're faster than Celeste, I mean the unknown person, we quit out and reload after hitting a hard checkpoint just to get her into a more static spot and also teleport her to these shipping containers where we have a polite negotiation with her. And we're
Yeah.
already on into chapter 8. Beginning section, this level is quite satisfying to watch. As you see, it's, I mean, you could just hold the jump button down, or I guess the jump macro down if you use one of those. and just zip on through. And we're gonna see more of this pursuit cops or
The speed.
too fast. Ninjas with tasers, as Odjur
Tactical
eloquently put
slowdown.
it.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And we're going to skip this little section where we are supposed to climb up and jump down and go all around. But we don't have time for that, so we're going to go right into the reggae video.
Yeah, this elevator, beautiful. Listen to the soothing melody. Yeah, so
Bit of a
fun
mosh
fact,
pit.
you actually can't skip the audio in this elevator. Even if you turn music dialogue off, it will not stop playing. It is literally too powerful.
Yeah.
It's too the power of the reggae.
Power of
This
reggae.
section, this section we often call it's kind of the gatekeeper of runs, just because it's near the end of the run. And if you die here, it's a lot like 3C or a lot of like the other sections in the game where if you die, as Heki is showing us for the 4th time this run.
My jump input got eaten. Also, that's the
Was
fifth.
that number 4? I hope that was 5th. Oh, my bad. I'm not trying to cheap out. Anyways,
that
you
was
can
the
see
11th
how
then.
What?
Never mind.
You can see how
I also
punishing it
just
is because you go
messed
all the way
up
back to
kinda
that
bad.
door after the reggae baiter, and you have to do this whole section over again. But this time we got it, right?
He nails it.
Yeah, easy, first try. And
So-
into the elevator up to Atrium.
Yeah,
I
that is.
accidentally hit my field of view binding, so I'm gonna need to fix that by doing a quit and reload.
Oh, I'm being informed that it's the 6th death, by the way. Thank you, Chad.
So that actually was not the only hard section in Chapter 8. This section called Atrium is also very difficult, and part of the reason it's so difficult is a trick you do very early on, right here. Let's see if Heki can nail it. Oh, that's part of the reason that this section is so hard.
That was intended.
There's some walls that are pretty close to RNG. Honestly, the collision is super wonky,
Yeah.
but not too bad of a death.
At least the
And he
second one
nails
went
it.
well.
Beautiful.
First try. Wait, that was 7.
The actual hard bit went well.
Yeah.
The
So
part where I just pressed space once I died. So
we've explained wall climb sidesteps in the past. When you do a wall climb and then sidestep, but you can actually wall run after the sidestep. So if you have 2 parallel walls, you can wall climb sidestep infinitely vertically, which is what he did there for a while and got much higher up into the atrium.
Climeception.
yeah, we can get some donations here as well.
We have some
Bunch of vents.
pretty good puns coming in.
Yes.
I love puns.
All right, we have Miras donating $25 and says, first time seeing Mirror's Edge speedrun. Such a cool experience. Heckin' fast. I love this one. It's from Michael. It's $10 and it says, I love watching him scallion up those al dente walls. Hook us up a world record.
Oh, I like you, Mike. Coming up here, we're going to purposefully die to respawn a truck in a spot where we can shoot it through the wall, just like that. We call it truck bang. And we're going to also give you a little bit of an Easter egg. Giant rat, how? Oh my god. It's nutty. Just another quick update on the story there. Your sister was actually detained by the police in that truck, and your brilliant idea was to fire what I think is a 50 caliber rifle at it in the midst of traffic.
Yeah. Not
To
a
be
bad
fair,
plan.
there was no one else on the road.
There
Well,
are people walking.
There were, but
Look, the truck is right there in front of the building.
They don't matter. They're polygons.
That's true. They only have about 3 pixels each.
Alright,
my
I'm gonna
goodness.
try a pretty hard strat here that's also pretty random. So it's probably not gonna work, but it'd be great if it did. I'm gonna use this for 3 seconds and then jam myself in here. And if I stand up at the right time,
Oh, we got it.
Ooh. Get them
Nice.
claps.
Yeah, that saves
So-
about 5 seconds, I think.
the standing up animation in this game kind of makes you invulnerable for a certain amount of time. And you can just barely use that to squeeze yourself through the door.
You know, third person here too.
That was also probably really loud. So
It's fine.
we're also gonna get Mike Tyson.
Well, bam!
Yeah, that never gets old. I love it so much. Coming up here, we have an elevator that we're going to activate early by pressing the button through the door. Again, physics. Also, this is how elevators work. And we're going to activate reaction time to do another dialogue skip at a very specific time. And then we're going to tab to interrupt other scripts from coming in, or so I think that's the explanation of it. Nobody correct me if I'm wrong. And if we've done it right, it saves us a bunch of time standing in this elevator waiting for this little patch to open. We hit the button and we can descend this shaft.
And normally this section... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go on.
Alrighty then. That section normally pretty difficult to get through. Somewhat technical section gives a lot of people trouble on their first try, but you can just do 2 rolls and get through pretty easily. Also, there's a bit of weird physics with swings in this game, so if you saw it right there, he jumped onto a swing from high up and then jumped off of it and was able to wall run and get a bunch of height. Just sort of a weird quirk of physics in this game.
Yeah, call us butter because we're on a roll. Thank you. I'll be here for the next 5 minutes probably. So sniper section coming up. There's going to be a little bit, it's not really like a puzzle area so much, but it's a little bit, at the end of this game, they really like to throw the gauntlet at you. You have to avoid all of these snipers shooting at you, as well as the guards themselves. A little bit of a quirk is when you get too close to a guard, your camera will actually be forced to focus on them. So as long as you're within a certain proximity of them, your camera will be locked onto them. It's kind of a mechanic for intended for like the combat system of this game, but we don't really do that because we're pacifists. We're very nice lads.
Yeah, the combat in this game is very bad.
No, it's not. Don't lie.
Okay, it's not good. It's not bad either.
All right, there.
We can get some donations here too, while we just watch the view.
I have $20 from Kiyami, perhaps? Says, hi chum, I told you I'd watch the run. Where are the pink gloves? Better go fast. Love from Amy. And then I have $20 from Ori Sky that says, hey all, been looking forward to GDQ all week and really enjoying the Mirror's Edge run so far. I only played this casually, but can't believe my prologue time is slower than your entire runtime estimate. Keep up the amazing work. P.S. This is towards the runner's choice of incentive.
Ooh, that was scary.
So this is pretty much
too.
This is pretty much
input.
the last puzzle section of the game. It can be a difficult section to figure out initially, but really you just have to shoot those 4 servers and go for tree strats. Nice.
That's the biggest time saving the run, really.
Yeah, that's
And
that's pretty big.
coming up here, we're coming up to the last cutscene of the game where we quit and reload. And
Yeah.
it turns out the bad guy was Jackknife all along.
Yeah, so I'm going to intentionally slow down here as well, and time is coming up when I grab the red bar. And that is time.
Beautiful.
Sick run. Sick
That was
run.
a really fantastic run.
Clean. Cleaner than practice.
I want to quickly thank these two for commentating with me. I also want to thank Rexis for making the art we used in the elevators, and Toyro98 for helping with all of the mods that we've used throughout the run.
Yeah, that couple.
Does anyone else have anyone they want to thank?
Yeah, thanks to GDQ for having us and dealing with our puns and whatever else. And if you're interested in running this game, check out the Mirror's Edge Discord. You can find it on the speedrun.com page. That's speedrun.com/ME or me, Medj, me at Mirror's Edge. And yeah, thanks again.
Yeah, thanks
Hope
for
you
all
enjoy
the donos. Enjoy the rest of GDQ.
Yeah, there's a lot of good runs coming up.
All right, that was an awesome run from Hekigan and his commentators. I loved watching it, and I hope you did too. I have some more donations to read off. I have the Strategic Gamer donating $25. It says, glad to see AGDQ kicking off this new year right. GDQ is a family event in my home and a great bonding time. Thank you for bringing people together for a good cause. Thank you for your donation. I have $250 from Alex Domatus that says, love this event. Super excited for Star Tropics Run. One of my earliest memories was watching my old man playing that game on the NES. Deject donates $500 and says, so glad to have GDQ back again. Huge thanks to everyone involved. All of you are awesome. Let's get that Skyrim run, everybody. And just to let you know, we do have some incentives coming up. For the Mega Man X5 run, you can upgrade the Mega Man X5 category to all stages. So start getting your donations in for those incentives now. Romanly donates $20 and says, thank you, staff, for organizing another amazing AGDQ for us. And may 2021 be the year that speedrun records get obliterated by the runners. $100 from Colton Koreshi that says, I've always loved to watch GDQ events, and they've been particularly needed while staying at home during this pandemic. I'm glad to finally be in a financial situation where I can donate to this amazing cause and hopefully help some people in what has been such a difficult year. Thanks to all the runners and organizers. And thank you for your donation. Spoxes donates $10 and says, this is an amazing cause and I am proud of my community. Happy AGDQ, everybody. Dramatic 91 sends us $25 and says, first year I catch live after being a longtime YouTube watcher. Looking forward to some great runs. Good luck to all the runners, and thanks to AGDQ for organizing this great event. Nico donates $100 and says, couldn't think of a better way to ring in the new year. Good luck to all the runners, and here's to hoping we get to see Skyrim yet again. We have a $250 donation from Anonymous that says, what an awesome run to lead off this AGDQ. I agree. Thank you for that 250. We have $10 from Box Socks. Says, happy for yet another AGDQ with my family. Hope we can raise a lot of money for such a good cause. We love you guys. Keep up the great job and the puns as well. And don't go anywhere, but we are going to run a very quick Twitch ad, and then we will be right back. And we are back. I'm going to read through a few more donations for you. I have $25 from the Strategic Gamer that says, glad to see AGDQ kicking off this new year right. GDQ is a family event in my home and a great bonding time. Thank you for bringing people together for a good cause. I have $75 from Brett that says, longtime watcher, first time donator. I've always loved watching GDQ events for the years with my partner and knew this was the time to give back for a good cause for my childhood favorite game, Donkey Kong Country. Keep up the good work, everyone. I have $500 from DJEC that says, so glad to have GDQ back again. Huge thanks to everybody involved. All of you are awesome. Let's get that Skyrim run, everybody. Slick Fictionalized donates $25 and says, so glad to kick off 2021 with AGDQ. Looking forward to Luis Miguel's X5 run. And again, there is an incentive going right now that you can donate to that will upgrade that run to all stages. And now a word from our sponsors. AGDQ is brought to you by The Yeti, the official merch supporter of Games Done Quick events since 2011. Over $1.5 million have been donated to GDQ charities. All the profits from AGDQ 2021 collection go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. The collection is available until January 10th at midnight. Get your order in before it's gone at www.theyeti.com. We are also sponsored by Devolver Digital. For Shadow Warrior 3. Shadow Warrior 3 launches the offbeat first-person shooter series to the next level with a seamless blend of fast-paced gunplay, razor-sharp melee combat, and a spectacular free-running movement system. Shadow Warrior 3 arrives on PC and console later this year, and you can find out more about it at shadowwarrior.com. Papa Burgundy donates $100 and says, what a great first run. So excited for all the great runs this week. My favorite briesbe hosting her heart out. So proud of her. Gotta put this towards Skyrim. I need more Fusro Da in my life. Thank you, Papa Burgundy. Dogs and Ducks donates $10 and says, good luck and thanks to all the runners, and big up chat for being cool. And here we are with that Meteos donation of $80 and says, donating as promised per def, thanks to the coordinators, tech team, runners, commentators, and most of all, the audience. It's been an honor and a privilege to be part of this amazing event. Can't wait to see what the rest of the week has in store. And always remember your al dente wall boosts. Thank you, Meteos. Era donates $10 and says, the Donkey Kong Country games were some of my very favorites as a kid. Even now, I think they have some of the best music in all of video gaming. Let's get to racing and some sick gaming beats. And now we are going to go over to Cent for some prizes information.
Hello everyone and welcome back to AGDQ 2021 online. My name is Cent and I'm going to be popping up throughout the marathon to tell you all about some of the amazing prizes. Now we got, wait, no, hold on. I'm sorry, I can't do this. This feels wrong. Something's missing. Let me fix that. Wait. There we go. Now that feels better. So as mentioned, my name is Cent. I'll be popping up all throughout the week to tell you all about some of the amazing prizes that you can win by donating to AGDQ. Now, here's the deal. You don't have to do anything special in order to be entered to win some of these amazing prizes. All you have to do is donate at least the minimum donation amount while the prize is available. And if you're ever curious about what either of those numbers or values are, you can head over to gamesdonequick.com, check out the tracker, because it's going to have all the information you need. Now, all of the prizes I'm going to be talking about right now, for the most part, are going to be available from the start of the marathon until the Ori and the Will of the Wisps run a little bit later tonight. So make sure to get those donations in. We certainly have some really cool stuff for you. Stuff like this beautiful Dragon Age sketchbook by Myri Lindsay. It is just an absolutely beautiful hand-stamped, handmade sketchbook full of different sizes and qualities of paper for you to be artistic on. I am not very artistic, but this is super cool. It's a $15 minimum donation. And huge shout outs to Myri Lindsay for sending it out to us. Now, from our friend Wolf Shadow, we have a couple of sets of beautiful iron-on Mega Man themed patches. For a $10 minimum donation, we have the symbol of the Maverick Hunters, as well as the symbol of the Mavericks from the Mega Man X series. I'm kind of holding it at an angle, but you get the idea. They're beautiful iron-on patches. And then for a $15 minimum donation, we have this set of 3 featuring Dr. Light, Dr. Wily, and Dr. Cossack from Mega Man 4. Beautiful set of iron-on patches. It's a $15 minimum donation for the set of 3 and a $10 minimum donation for the set of 2. Now, from our friend Cow Eyes, we have a couple of absolutely beautiful Mega Man postcards here depicting Mega Man in all of the Mega Man games from 1 to 2 all the way through to 6. Some super cool scenes, and they come with a special Mega Man amiibo. You can see it on the shelf behind me. Let me grab it real quick. It is gold, and it is absolutely beautiful. There we go. Beautiful golden Mega Man amiibo comes together with the cards, and that is a $15 minimum donation together, I do believe. From our friends over at Moon Studios and Fangamer, we have an absolutely lovely Ori prize pack for you. And it's just full of prizes designed actually by some GDQ Prize alumni. There's a couple of sets of pins here featuring Ori and the whole gang from Blind Forest and Will of the Wisps, designed by Nina Masumoto, who I believe has actually designed some previous GDQ event shirts, as well as this absolutely adorable Ori plush designed by Eyes5, who has designed several just super amazing and adorable plushes for GDQ events in the past. Ori has magnetic hands, so Ori can hold on to stuff or just clap, you know. Everyone clap for Ori. Ori's clapping for you. It's a super cool prize pack, $20 minimum donation for the whole thing, and thank you so much to Moon Studios and Fangamer for making that happen. Now, from our good friend Katie Hughes, we have this super cool Mega Man X themed fused glass art. Each of those little squares is a piece of glass melted down and fused into a kind of a square onto this canvas. So, you know, we got Mega Man firing a charged Buster shot, made out of probably several hundred tiny pieces of glass. Super cool art piece. It's a $25 minimum donation. Make sure to get those donations in. Now, running all day today from the pre-show until the Pikmin 2 run a little bit later tonight, we have a one-of-a-kind GDQ banner. It features Faith, it features Ganon from the Legend of Zelda series. You can see a great picture of it on our Twitter, or you can head over to gamesdonequick.com, check out the tracker. It was designed by our in-house artist, LOK, who is amazing. Same artist that designed all of the fun dinosaur friends that you saw during the countdown and are probably still seeing if you are watching over at gamesdonequick.com. It's a $50 minimum donation, but it is a 6-foot-long banner. It's one of a kind. We print one of them, and that is it. So whoever wins it, wins it. Thank you so much, LOK, for making that possible and for all the amazing work you do. Now, I cannot talk about prizes, of course, without talking about grand prizes. And we have not one, but 2 amazing grand prizes this event. Now, the grand prizes are available all event, and they are a $250 minimum donation, but that is cumulative throughout the entire event. So $50 today, $50 tomorrow, $50 a few more days throughout the event is going to get you entered in to win both of these individual amazing grand prizes. First off, from our friends over at Red Wolf Networks, we have a super cool gaming PC. We're going to take a closer look at it a little bit later this week. I don't want to spoil too much. You can head over to gamesdonequick.com, though, and check out the full specs of the PC if you want. But I will mention that it does have a 3070 in it. And if you've been trying to build a new PC lately, you know exactly how hard it is to get your hands on a 3070 card right now. I certainly do. Believe me. Believe me. And also from our friends over at Heroic Replicas, shout outs to David Heroic Replicas for continuing to support the event. We have a customized Heroic Replica, and we have so many great options for that replica. And you can head over to gamesdonequick.com, check out the tracker to see all of them. But I wanted to talk about one briefly. We have, of course, you know, the original, the Master Sword. It's absolutely beautiful. You can choose between a bronze hilt with a tempered high carbon blade or an aluminum hilt with a stainless steel blade. But either way, you're going to get a full tang sword, sharpened if you like, with beautiful machined bronze accents and your choice of purple or blue, you know, hilt and pommel accents. Absolutely a super cool piece. We've had a few. We've gotten to give away a few. They are really fun to have around. They're so good. Remember, both of those grand prizes are a $250 minimum, but that is cumulative throughout the event. So make sure to get those donations in. One more important note I need to make before we're done, and that is that throughout the month of January, Games Done Quick is donating all of our revenue from subs and bits after taxes to PCF. So that means that if you subscribe to the channel, then the portion of that money we get after we take out what we need to pay taxes, that's going right back to PCF. Now, here's where it gets important, because if you have Amazon Prime, or if your mom has Amazon Prime, or if your grandma has Amazon Prime, someone in your family has Amazon Prime, then they have Prime Gaming. And if you have Prime Gaming, then every month you can subscribe to a channel on Twitch without, for free, without having to pay anything. But, and here's the important part, they still get the full revenue from that subscription. So that means that if you have Prime Gaming, you can use your Prime sub on Games Done Quick, and we're going to donate the revenue from that sub right back to charity. It's a super great opportunity, and we're so glad to be able to do it. So that is going to be it from me. Remember, you can always head over to gamesdonequick.com, and you're going to be able to check out all of the important information for the marathon. You're going to be able to see the upcoming speed runs in the marathon. You're going to be able to see the upcoming prizes that you can win by making donations to the marathon, and you're going to see all of the amazing incentives that you can get into this marathon, bid wars, file names, additional challenges, because you don't have to donate for the prizes. All you have to do is donate. You can put that donation towards great incentives. Thank you all so much. I am so excited to be bringing in the new year the only way we know how, with some awesome commentary, with an awesome charity, and with some awesome games done quick.
We have $10 from Picky33 that says, "The lamp is back." And like Sent said, if you want to use those Twitch Prime gaming subs, you can get that sweet lamp emote that's going around. Matt donates $100 and says, I am donating on behalf of my 7-year-old son, Zach, who has started running Mega Man X after watching many GDQ runners who make it look so easy. Thank you to everyone involved in making this awesome event happen. Thank you, Matt. CML donates $20 and says, first time catching GDQ live, first time donating. Donation goes towards the Mega Man run, but there are some really nice prizes as well. Kate the Gray donates $50 and says, another year, another AGDQ. I'm excited to see some aging dragons in a bit. Many thanks to everyone putting the event on. Key X Blader donates $15 and says, just doing my part for this awesome event and making sure we get the best DAO ending. And there is an incentive for that one, so go check it out. And $25 from Bookworm42 that says, I hear Skyrim incentive, I donate. Let's get that bonus game. And with that, I think we are ready to hand it right over for what is sure to be a crowd favorite. It's the Donkey Kong Country Run with Eason and Dad Loves Beer.